that commission, which is appointed by the president. Why are we saying that? This is from borrowed religious representatives only. One from Muslims, one
towards something. And I'm struggling to understand if we were
a representative from the Catholic Bishops Association, and it was harsh. So the religious leaders, just by one press.
What would we be?
We are here to call for the government, for the necessary stakeholders to be engaged, to be called upon and to deliberate on this important bill that will, at the end of the day, have a say and regulate the very space that we believe in, the very space that we operate, and the very space that most of our social aspects of the community, such as culture, such as governance, such as politics, are based and founded on. One of the key issues that we call and we were able to identify was one, the issue of exclusion and inclusion, that the proposed religious organizations bill risks causing more division by having specific subsects of our religions represented and not equally, as well as basically giving fair and equal opportunities to all. Key is that the proposed membership of the Commission categorically excludes the African traditional beliefs.
The context that brought Kahola and other abuse of religion are not in the idea that religion was not regulated. Rather, the laws that are present are not followed, adhered to, and followed to the letter. We cannot create new laws and expect that to still happen. The collapse in our society that bring health collapse or education collapse is what has created the idea of Shakahola, people looking for help in magical ways and therefore gather in those regions where they still do not have hospitals, they still do not have means of supporting them. We need to ask ourselves as a society whether we've addressed those issues on social ground before we think of this law. My other fear is that the law may cause more problems because reorganizing religions in a model that it's suggesting will force religions to take on a shape that isn't theirs.